What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. That is the wrong side. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make a granny. This is part 3, and in this one, we're going to be doing this path as promised. And we're also going to be doing the entire second floor here with the bathroom and the 3 bedrooms. And we're going to start working down kind of in the room through the closet, which is right over here. Yeah, it's that way. We don't get extremely far in that direction, but we do get a room done and the next room almost entirely done. But anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial and I will catch you on the flip side. So as promised, we are going to start with the one connection that we can actually do right now. So you want to head down here and you want to start by getting out the following. Coarse dirt. Probably rooted dirt. I think we do need it, but I don't exactly remember. Mud brick slab, oak stairs, oak fence, and spruce stairs, and I feel like that's everything we need. So we're going to actually start from the hole in the wall here into the basement rather than there, because this side's a little bit easier to work with. Just heading out from this bottom diorite below the hole, you want to go out with 6 coarse dirt. That 6th one you'll extend up with, I guess, just 2 coarse dirt for now. Just so we kind of know where that wall is. You're going to bring this entire row of coarse dirt. If you're looking towards the basement, you're going to extend it right by 2 rows, back included up here, and obviously the floor. And also left by 4 rows. Just like this, and again the floor as well. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part, on the grind with this. And then the other outer walls, you're going to just place 2 coarse dirt on top of each outer coarse dirt. Obviously, make sure you do leave the opening, well, open, which would lead to the basement. Filling the ceiling A block above this in with also coarse dirt. And I'll just go over that because I might as well. And where that pale oak slab is, you'll just kind of place an upside down mud brick slab off of it to make the colors blend a little bit better. Still looking at the basement hole, you're going to take the left wall, and not in that very corner, but counting out by 1, which would be this row, you're going to just place some oak fence. You're doing the same on the opposite wall. Extending towards this side here, you're going to place from the bottom oak fence a set of upside down oak stairs that are facing toward each other like so. In addition, on the wall opposite of the entrance to the basement, you're going to be 1 block off the right wall if you're looking at it, and you'll break a doorway. You'll extend the coarse dirt at the floor just kind of over, and you'll take this spruce stair here from the hole, and you'll kind of just bring it down diagonally with more spruce stairs until everything links up. I'd recommend adding blocks under them because the lighting will actually be important later. Not yet, though. Above the... Well, I guess actually what I'll tell you to do is where this coarse dirt is on the floor, this one row, you're just going to place rooted dirt in the ceiling, which is just going to be these 2 blocks probably. And then the walls on either side of this pathway, you'll just make entirely coarse dirt. Just like so. Nice. That is that little part done. Now we're going to work on the top floor now, as in the 2nd floor, which is this one. And I think we'll start with the bathroom, because the bathroom's kind of the most associated of the rooms. And when I say that, I mean it doesn't really have any significance other than the fact that it's there and sometimes has an item. But it doesn't really connect to anything other than the attic, and it doesn't actually serve any purpose because you don't spawn there or anything. Anyway, you want to start by getting out mossy cobblestone, spruce planks, black concrete powder, smooth quartz stairs, pale oak trapdoors, pale oak fence gates, spruce door, spruce trapdoor, and we're gonna go dried kelp block. I sincerely hope we don't need to fill out the floor anymore because I didn't get anything for it. What you want to do is directly behind the door here that would enter the bathroom, which is on the top floor. It's this left one here. I went through it a second ago, but it's this one right here. On the what should be the back row of birch wood, but also just coming out of this pale moss here, you want to extend across with 9 mossy cobblestone. And it should line up in line with this kind of die right here. It'll be not quite on top of it, but it'll be in the general vicinity. You then want to not press that button, and you want to extend forward from that end mossy cobblestone with 10 more cobble. You'll then connect it to the right, and from there you'll go back with mossy cobble, which will just kind of seal off that wall, and it'll give you this. We'll just bring each mossy cobblestone up by 2 from there. Do I want to mark the hole in the ceiling? I don't know if I want to do that yet. Not like immediately, obviously, but just when we get there. I don't know if that's necessarily required. Okay. There we go. You can fill in the ceiling with spruce planks. We'll get that out of the way right now. And yeah, just, you know, a block above the wall, so you have the 3-block ceiling still. A couple rooms are like 2.5 or 2, but most of them are 3. I know some of the, like... One of the areas off of the top floor is going to end up being 2.5. Anyway, you should have this. On the wall opposite the door, you want to break the middle 3 mossy cobblestone in the top 2 rows. That's not quite it. There we go. You'll bring the spruce for the, I guess, ceiling out another row, so it goes above it, and then on the left and right, you'll just kind of crouch place spruce trapdoors up against the mossy cobble like so. Outside of that block, you'll fill in the window with dried kelp. You could use black concrete if you wanted. I just use kelp. I know I mentioned earlier why in the, I think, last part, or part before. It might have been 1. No, I think it was 2. Either way, that's not important. If you're looking at the window, you're going to count right of it by 2 blocks. And just kind of, well, actually, you're going to place a spruce door on the back half of that birch wood, which would be the one closest, I guess front half would be the one closest to you. Both left and right of that spruce door, you'll place more spruce doors, kind of almost creating a U shape if you look from above, but just sealing it off entirely. And then above the middle door, you'll place a spruce trapdoor. Again, closet design, you should be used to it at this point. Opposite side of the window, all the way in the, like, what'll be the back left-hand corner of the room, you'll place 2 upside-down smooth court stairs extending right. They should be facing forward. Extend either of those forward with 2 stairs that will face toward each other like so, which are going to be left or right. And then in front of that, you'll have a set facing backward. Over the original stairs, you'll just place a couple of pale oak fence gates. I forget why I did it like that, but it was something weird that was going on, and I was like, yeah, that makes the most sense, I guess. In the front left-hand corner, you're going to count back by 1 and place an upside-down smooth court stair off the wall there. Above it, you'll place a pale oak trapdoor open off that mossy cobble. I have the handle of it facing down, just because I think that looks better, but it's up to you. Front wall, you're going to be 1 block off of the door, so if you're on this mossy cobble just directly to the right of the door, you'll count right by 1, upside down stair, gap of 1, upside down stair. Break the mossy cobble above each of those, along with the one in the middle, and fill that whole little row of 3 with black concrete better. If you take the leftmost stair, if you're looking at it, of these 2, and you're going to count out to the, what is it, the 3rd or the 4th? It is the 3rd birch wood beyond it, which is this one right here on the floor. Directly above it in the ceiling, you'll break the spruce plank. I guess because we can, you'll get rid of whatever and get out an oak trap door and just pop 1 in there. There's probably something you could do to where it actually, like, falls if you had, like, a sand block and a pressure plate on top, and then maybe, like, a string on the floor so it breaks. I wonder if a structure void would work. I'm gonna try that real quick. But, like, if you have, definitely a string would work. I don't know if this will work. Can I place it directly there? Oh, no, it just eats the structure void. Okay. So, yeah, string would probably work to break the sand, and then, you know, you just, like, have it in place of this trapdoor so you actually fall through it properly. It's kind of a what-if idea, but I think it could potentially work. I don't know. Anyway, we'll do the spawn room next, which is the... I'd say the bedroom, but there's 3 bedrooms, technically. So that isn't oddly specific enough. Start out by getting at the following. Terracotta. Spruce planks. spruce door again, spruce trapdoor, dark oak trapdoor, dark oak fence. I had to think if I wanted to do that. Dark oak stairs, excuse me. Also dark oak slabs, though. You do need both. And we'll go with diorite. So it should be this door. If you're familiar with the map, you know which one it is. It's like the one directly up the stairs, and just like the first one you would see. If you head inside and you're going towards the other door this way along this wall, you're going to place 2 terracotta. The second one you will extend back by 7. And then from there, you're going to pretty much bring this all the way left to the corner of diorite, which will be 14. And then you'll extend forward along this wall, and then at the front you can bring it right until you are at where the door is again, making sure you leave both blocks open. Again, extend each terracotta up by 2. This is a very weird shaped house. I would love to see like how this would actually look from the outside. And from this point, you want to fill in the ceiling a block above the terracotta with spruce planks. I'm going to trap myself outside, though. Generally, I say don't, but for this one, I'm going to, and you'll see why in a sec. So yeah, you should have this. Above, at least the like back wall and left wall of the room, you're going to place diorite on top of the terracotta. Basically where the diorite is below. You technically don't have to go further, but I'll go further because why not? Where the window is on the bottom floor here, this open one, you're going to break the top 2 rows of terracotta in line with that. The 3x2 rather. On both sides, you're going to crouch place spruce trapdoors up against the terracotta. And then off of that, you'll crouch place dark oak trapdoors and just seal off this window from the outside. Gives you the same kind of vibe with the framing. And it works because we need it to, I guess. I didn't want to use blocks there, obviously, and I didn't want to remove the trapdoors on the inside, so that's what you got. That's what it looks like from the outside, and I'll just trapdoor inside. You know what? I'll do it this way then. Fine, so be it. You want to find your way back inside, regardless of how you do it, and I did it that way, though. So if you get back up here, you want to be just to the left of the window, and the first terracotta on the floor to the left, you'll place 2 upside down dark oak stairs extending left from it that should face forward. You'll place dark oak trapdoors open up against the sides of these stairs, and then you'll have slabs on top of the upside down stairs as well. From the right half of the window, you'll count out by 2 to this spruce plank where you'll place a dark oak fence with a trapdoor on top. That is dark oak. This has a vase on it in the game, but obviously you can't do that with the trapdoor being there, so... I think on the original I ended up having it, though. I used like a stair for the table or something. Anyway, in the back right-hand corner on this spruce plank, you're counting left by 2 and placing a spruce door on the near side of the block towards you, I guess. Off the blocks left and right of it, you'll place spruce doors basically up against the sides of it, and then you'll have the spruce trapdoor... Whoopsies. Spruce trapdoor on the original door. And that'll give you the closet. You can clear your inventory, and we can finish this room fairly quickly. Wow, this build is easy. We're 13 minutes into this, and, like, we're already done 2 rooms of decorating, which is quite refreshing, I think, for me. You want to get out anyway. Oak stairs. Oak slabs. Red carpet. And snow layers. Or they're just called snow now. I missed when they were called top snow. I like that name. Anyway, in the front left-hand corner of the room, which is this one, you can see where everything is. Oh, you also need a painting, by the way, sorry. In this corner, you're going to place an upside-down oak stair facing right. Right of it, you want an upside-down oak stair facing left, which will give you kind of a table. Extend either of those stairs backward with 2 upside-down oak slabs, and then another set of upside-down oak stairs facing into each other. On top of the original set of stairs you placed, you want to do, I want to say it's 3 snow layers. Either 2 or 3. I think it is 3. No, it looks like it's 2, maybe. We'll go 2. You'll place red carpet on the rest. I can never tell. Like I don't know. I'm not good at that. Maybe someday. I've been using snow layers a lot more recently, so. From the door to leave the room, you want to count right to the second terracotta to the right, and you'll place an upside down oak stair facing left. Left of it, you want 2 upside down oak slabs, and then an upside down oak stair facing right. The one wall that has been entirely untouched, which is this one, which you can see the doors to my right and the closets to my left. In the center 2 blocks, you'll just place a 2x1 painting. That is not a 2x1 painting. Why do I always go below? Because it's not the direction you need. Nice. You can clear your inventory, and you're going to kind of head out of this room, head left, and then take a left at the first door you see, which is this one. And for this room, you want to start by getting out the following. I forget what the walls are. Oh, good. My favorite block. Tough. Spruce trap doors. Dried kelp. Spruce planks. Dark oak stair. Dark oak slab. Dark oak trap door. End rod. And blackstone slab, I believe it was, yes. So, starting off, you want to coat this little... Actually, both walls you have. The terracotta wall and the little bit of pale moss you have. You just want to coat it with a layer of tuff, which will give you this, probably. This tuff right here along the terracotta, you want to extend to the right by 10. And then you will extend forward by 1. Leave a gap of 1. Forward 5, and then from that front one, you'll just connect back to the left. Extend each tuff up by 2, and over the 1 block gap, you will connect the top tuff row together. I don't know why I left it a gap that time, I just felt like it. Just made sense. Then you can fill in the ceiling yet again with spruce planks. I've been like, I'm honestly kind of shocked how quick this has been overall. Like, I know we're 3 parts in and we're not quite even, like, seeing the finishing line yet, but still, for 3 parts, I mean, we're making good progress. On the back wall, which is this one, you want to break the middle 3 rows of tuff at the top 2 rows. It should be pretty obvious where that is. You'll bring the spruce planks back a row for the ceiling, and then you'll place spruce trap doors open up against the left and right on the tuff. From the outside, you want dried kelp blocks filling in the window. Couple things we can do detail-wise. If you take the front left-hand corner of the room with this spruce plank, you can see the door is just right here. I am here. You will count back 2 and right by 1 and place 2 end rods extending up, and then a blackstone slab. From the front right-hand corner, you want to count left by 2, and going left from this block, you'll place 2 upside-down dark oak stairs facing backward. You'll place a trapdoor open off either side, and then slabs on top of these stairs. On the right wall at the row of tuff at eye level, where you have the doorway here as well, the front 3 tuff blocks will let spruce trapdoors off the top half of those blocks. Nice. You can clear your inventory, and I think we can actually do this room, finish this room and do the next room with this inventory set, but we'll figure it out. You want to get out oak stairs, oak slabs, brown carpet, snow, again the layers, smooth quartz, spruce planks, powdered snow bucket, and we'll go waxed. Oh my god, which one is it? I want to say it's weathered copper. Yeah. Right? Yeah, and we'll also go light gray carpet, because why not? So, starting off from this point, you want to, in the back left-hand corner of this room, coming off the wall, you're going to place 2 upside-down oak stairs facing right. I don't know why I didn't do the same thing I did with the other bed, but whatever. Right of those, you'll place 2 upside-down oak slabs from either, and then another set of upside-down oak stairs facing left. On top of the original stairs, 2 snow layers per block, and then on the rest of the bed, you'll place brown carpet. Heading through the doorway at the back right here, this little one block doorway, you're going to take the back two tough and place smooth quartz right of either block. From the back one, you'll leave a gap of 1 extending right and then place 2 smooth quartz. And then from there, you will extend forward by 7. Left by 1. Leave a gap of 1 and then just coat the tough wall with smooth quartz. Extend each smooth quartz up by 2, and then you'll also bring it over each of the 3 doorways that this room has to offer. This doesn't have a slab, does it? No, okay. Just making sure. And then I'll place a spruce plank under the doorway heading like backwards, which is this way. And I'll also fill in the ceiling itself in with spruce planks. Nice. The backmost doorway here, outside of it a block, I'm going to just like place powdered snow buckets. Like so, or just place powdered snow. Pour it out of the bucket? Sure, whatever. I like that. Along the full bottom right row of this room, on top of the floor, you're going to just place oak stairs facing left. Top row of the right wall, you'll place up, or just place oak slabs. And the back one, you'll bring left by 1, so it sits on the powdered snow. Walk backwards from this point, and both walls you have, which are the pale moss, tough, and smooth quartz, actually, you want to just coat the bottom layer of it with your waxed weathered copper. I always have to check, because I forget. They should line up fairly accordingly. It's not actually perfect, unfortunately. The right wall is lined up here. That is correct. However, the front wall is, I believe, 1 row shorter. According to my calculations, it's 1 row shorter. So it'll be off the first copper from the door. Is that really... Is that how that's supposed to be? Hold on, I just want to make sure before I continue along. Yeah, it is. Very interesting. I don't know if that was intentional or not for me. But anyway, it's like that. You'll then extend each copper up by 2, and you'll bring it over the doorway where the closet is. I don't know, because it's so square, other than that. It feels like it was an oversight. No, I guess the door is probably flush then if I did it like that. Surely I wouldn't have been screwed up by the floor not being brought out that row. Anyway, you'll fill in the ceiling with spruce planks a block above the walls. I don't know why I'm not filling over the wall, like the actual walls themselves anymore, by the way. You probably should be. This is a good, actually, segment to do that. I think I stopped because of the terracotta room, but... yeah, it might be advised to just go over all the walls that you can, because when we do the attic, it'll be nicer to just have the full flooring already and not have to really worry about doing anything with it, than having to add it. So yeah. You technically don't have to go on the outermost walls, but just like any of the divider walls here. Like, I think that's fine. Just so you have a full surface. Cool. You don't actually need all of that, but again, it's convenient. What you can do now in this copper room is head to the front right-hand corner, which is going to be this corner. It's from the actual build. The door is on the left wall. The closet door is on the back wall, or the closet, I guess, opening. And in this corner, you want to place an upside-down oak stair facing... whatever way that is left. Left of it, you'll have an upside-down oak stair facing right. Wait, did I do that the same? No, that one's just different for some reason. Okay. Extend those stairs back with 2 upside-down oak slabs, and then another set of upside-down oak stairs doing the same thing. You know the drill. Closer to the wall, you'll have 2 snow layers on top of that set of stairs, which will be the first set, and then you'll have light gray carpet on everything else. From the back left-hand corner, you want to count forward by 2 and place an upside-down oak stair facing forward. In front of it, upside-down oak slab. In front of that, upside-down oak stair facing back. From this point, we're going to do something weird. Well, yeah, no, it is weird, I guess. We're going to break a couple areas first off. So where the closet is here, where you enter the closet, you want to just, if you're looking directly into it, turn to the right, and this back row of copper, these bottom 2 blocks, you'll break. Like so. In addition, if you're on the front wall, the copper just like up against the door here, you'll count left by 2 and you'll break this particular block at eye level. You can then clear your inventory and get out the following. Spruce trap doors, dark oak stairs, dark oak trap doors, dark oak slabs, painting, lever, white concrete, stripped oak wood, and we'll go with dark oak signs, sure. So where this hole in the wall is here, you want to place a lever kind of facing left to right like so, and it wants to be pointed to towards the door, I guess, like so. If you, however you want to get out, I'm going to let you fly through this hole, and I'm going to, from the outside, crouch place a white concrete off the lever to fill in that little gap. Maybe that's the reason the wall's further forward. I don't know, honestly. Don't ask me. Below the lever a block and left by one off of this copper, you're placing a 2x1 painting. It fell off the wall. It does spawn like that, in fact, by the way. I never touched it, and I always found it like this. From the middle of the desk here, which is the oak slab and stair stuff that isn't the bed, you want to count right by one from it, and on this particular, I guess left by one, you're going to place a spruce trap door open to the left. Left of that, you'll crouch place 2 more spruce trap doors extending in that direction, and then you'll open the final one so it kind of creates a U or an N shape. On top of that last one, you'll crouch place another trapdoor open in the same direction. That should give you a chair. It's kind of large in the grand scheme of things. If you want to just use a spruce stair, you can go for it. But I felt like this is a good excuse to use this chair design because I think it looks good. Thanks, Bendy, for making me use it, or making me think about doing this. On the front wall, you want to leave 1 block off of the closet opening, and you're going to place 2 upside down dark oak stairs extending over, sorry. You'll place a trapdoor open off the sides of them, and then slabs on top of the stairs as well. Extending into the opening, if you have a spruce plank in the floor of the second block, you want to make sure it's a white concrete instead. You will then extend that white concrete back by 6, as in out by 6, and then this end one here can be brought up by, we'll say 4. The top white concrete I'll extend all the way forward, which will kind of give you this almost C shape. It's a C from the angle I'm looking at least. Extend that full thing left and right a row, which will make it 3 rows in total. And then beyond that, another row on either side, you'll just fill in these side walls with white concrete. Which will give you this. On the side walls, you'll take the top back corner and you'll replace the white concrete with an upward facing stripped oak wood. Along the middle row of the side walls, you'll take the front block and place a dark oak sign. Gap of 1 going back and another dark oak sign. Nice. From this point, you can, I believe, clear your inventory and get out the following. Diorite stairs, chains, a barrier. I'll give you the command for that in a moment, so just kind of leave that slot open. Or if you want to just keep filling it, it's fine if the barrier ends up at the back. Not like it's a huge deal. Armor stand. A full set of iron armor, excluding the helmet, so chest plate, leggings, and iron boots. And if possible, you do want a player head. If you're in survival or whatever, I would maybe see if you can get a piglin head. I don't know how to properly get a piglin head. If not, just use like a leather helmet or something, or leather cap, whatever it's called. For the barrier, the command is /give at S barrier, as you can see right there, and that should give you this guy. So at the very back center, you want to place a barrier on the floor. On top of it, you want an armor stand. If you're in Bedrock, you want to crouch and click on the item frame once, or armor stand, excuse me, once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. And it'll look like he's going in for a hug or something. I don't know. He's an armor stand. I can't read his mind. And then you'll put all your armor, including the player head, on it. It does kind of clip through the ceiling. I just have learned to accept that fate. Coming off the stripped oak wood on the left and right, you'll place chains, which will make it look like poor guy is hung up. Actually, it's supposed to be, I think it's Granny, but I'm not sure. Or some, like, version of Granny. I don't exactly remember, but anyway, off of the barrier in front of it, you'll place a diorite stair. You can then leave this little area and you can clear your inventory. I would pop the barriers in your inventory. So why did I use a structure for it? Whatever. And you want to get out chiseled bookshelves and just one singular book to put in it. So you can either, if you want to leave this open, I would actually place the chiseled bookshelves just to the right here in place of this copper. But I have it just filling in the gap with chiseled bookshelves, and the very top left book I have placed in the top bookshelf. Because there is a couple books in there, and one of them you have to pull or something for this to open. I don't remember. It was some fancy thing. Or no, it was this. You flick this to open it. I don't know why the books were there. It made it look like you had to put it in, but you didn't actually. Anyway, that's this floor done, like, almost entirely. Now, we'll start working. If you head back to the closet and just, like, walk through the powdered snow, you can head outside. And we're going to start working in this direction, because this is really, I think, the next logical thing. The attics don't matter, because I'm trying to get everything that loops done first, and including, I guess, adjacent rooms in that context, but the attics don't actually connect to anything other than, I guess, the bathroom the one connects to, but that doesn't actually matter. You want to start by getting out the following anyway. Spruce planks, acacia wood, spruce slabs, oak stairs, oak slabs, stone slabs, and stone blocks. Anything else we could get? Guess we can maybe, I don't know if we'll use it in this part, but light gray banner and dark oak stairs will be fine. So heading out from this spruce plank just below the powdered snow, I guess it'll be a block out, but it'll be in the doorway, whatever. You want to extend that out with 8 spruce planks. Generally, we end up, we're going to place, I guess, 3 acacia wood on top of that end spruce plank. Generally, I would tell you to just, like, place the spruce plank under the walls, but here we're not actually going to. The only thing that I would say is extend the spruce plank actually forward by 2. I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but just stop it there, and I guess on either of those 2 spruce planks you'll place acacia wood. Except for the second one, you don't want the bottom 2, you just want the top one, because it's a doorway. We'll use acacia wood to mark this here. If you're looking at the closet, this first, not the, I guess, spruce plank in the wall, but the first that sticks out, you'll extend left by 2. Then, I guess, back, or out by 7, whatever. And then you'll extend it right by 1, which should connect. Right of the row of 3 spruce planks, you're going to, for now, place 2 acacia wood, and then you'll extend back and connect into the left. I'll fill in the middle with spruce planks here. And I'll extend each acacia wood on these sides up by 3. One thing you want to worry about is these 2 to the right of the spruce plank that's in the floor. You do want to make sure they're upward facing. The rest don't matter, just those 2. Because, yeah, they're important. And you do want to fill over the doorway. So you should end up with this. Fill in the ceiling with upside down spruce slabs. When you do this, I would advise filling above it a row with just a random block. Unless this is like under a floor or something. Like, let's say I'm building this under Playco as an example. If Playco is just like casting a giant shadow over this, and don't worry about it. Not that you would have Playco over top of it. I feel like that would be kind of questionable to have a grandmother's house underneath a factory. But whatever, just like, that was just in my example because that's the only thing I can think of immediately that casts a shadow big enough, but yeah. What you then can do is head inside of this room and pretend like you just came like into it from the closet side, and if you turn to the left immediately coming out of this corner, you'll place 2 upside down oak stairs moving right that face back. Behind either one you want 2 upside down oak slabs and then an upside down oak stair facing forward. We can maybe do the next room, sure. Before you fall into the abyss beyond this room, just like from this spruce plank, you're going to go out with a stone slab. Extend left with another slab. Down diagonally left with a block. Left. Left with 2 slabs, and then you'll go down diagonally left with, I think, a spruce plank. Yeah, that part can be spruce planks. So, okay, this is going to require a lot of breaking later, but I wouldn't quite worry about it all that much. So, the spruce plank you want to extend left by 1, And then left with 7 upside down spruce slabs. And you see we're awfully close to that wall there. That is fun. Are we supposed to be up against it? Oh yeah, no we are. Never mind. Right? Can I check with that one? Yeah, I can. Cool. You will extend this row of planks and slabs towards the back of the actual grid. So essentially, if you were to have just walked down the stone little staircase here, you're going right with 2 rows and left with 3. So it would be back towards the house itself with 3 and then away with 2. And yeah. When we do the room below this, when we make some walls and stuff, we'll end up having to replace some of these slabs and stuff with stairs or just remove them entirely and turn them into planks. Not worried about that yet though, because it just doesn't matter enough. But yeah. Around this, kind of up diagonally out from all this, you're going to place acacia wood facing up, just creating a wall. You want to make sure you stay a block up with this. You're going to have to place a bunch of placeholders. I would advise removing every single one of them, I'm sorry. But it just, because of the way that it all works, it's going to be better to not have it for now. We might end up wanting it later, but who knows. I don't know why I placed that one. I'm just going to immediately destroy it anyway. You'll then extend those walls up with 2 rows. You do not want to connect over the staircase here, which is the stone, and that's really the only spot that's open. So, yeah. I think we can finish this room. At least the room itself. We won't be able to finish the secret room, but that's fine. In line with the top row of acacia wood, you'll fill in the ceiling with upside down spruce slabs. Again, do not go into the staircase at all where the stone is. Just, like, stop flat with the end of the wall, like so, because from that like spruce slab here, this end, when you want to go up diagonally over with 2 acacia wood that both face up, I guess. I mean, well, you want this one here, you want the underside of this one to be facing left to right, like so, because instead of, I think, trying to fill it in that way, we're just gonna kind of bring this over with upward facing acacia wood until it just is where the doorway is, like so. Or with, I guess, sideways facing acacia wood, like so. Direction should, I think, be the same anyway. I don't believe it changes anything. But yeah, that's what it should look like. The sides of the staircase you'll fill in with acacia wood facing up again. And while you're doing this, you might want to fill underneath these stone slabs with whatever, just so it doesn't have light shining through again. Because this will be noticeable. It's areas like that that suck because you generally don't, like, notice them, but they definitely make... Oh, I tried myself outside. They definitely make a little bit of a difference, like, with the lighting. If you had this open, you would be able to tell. Anyway. From this point, if you direct your attention to the left wall, the 3rd row of acacia wood out, you're going to break the bottom 2 acacia, and you want to bring out in the floor over just a spruce plank, like so. You want to turn back to the staircase, and just left of it a row on this acacia wood at eye level, you'll place a light gray banner off of it. In the... Again, the staircase is the front wall right now. In the back left-hand corner, you're going to, from this spruce slab, count out by 1 and place an upside-down dark oak stair facing forward. In front of it, upside-down stair facing right. In front of that, upside-down stair facing back. And then you'll copy that row 1 more time. From the back right-hand corner of this room, you're leaving the first spruce slab open, and then you're breaking the next 4 in front. You can then clear your inventory and get out oak fence, stone stairs, and we're just going to get a random placeholder. I'll get out oak planks. Around this gap, you're placing oak fence, at least on the like front and left of it. You might want to make sure you obviously can walk to the back here to this corner slab. Because from this point, you're going to go backward with just kind of stone stairs going down and back, and you want 3 of them. So that would be 1. It should not be upside down, but we'll worry about that in a sec. 2 and 3. And again, I'll make sure they're all facing the proper direction. Nice. We won't work on that just yet. However, what we can do is, if you didn't already, the ceiling of this room, you want to coat with just whatever placeholder block you got. I got out oak planks. Just so you don't have light shining through. And yeah. So hopefully next part we'll be able to finish this side off. I mean, it's not necessarily entirely happening, but if we can at least connect back into the basement, then we can confirm that everything is going just well, and then we'll start working the other way, and maybe we'll be able to finish it all. I mean, it's not a ton, because a lot of these rooms are smaller anyway. Like, it's 2 rooms going down for the basement. There's the 1 secret room in the room we just made, and then there's like a set of 3 or 4 rooms in the other direction. So that might end up taking into next part. But either way, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is Granny Chapter 1, Part 3 complete. What am I thinking right now? 6 parts? 5 or 6 is my guess. 6 is kind of if I take my time, but I feel like 5 isn't unreasonable to say, but it's probably going to be like a 15-minute 6th part or something. It's going to be weird. But anyway, yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Aww. I'd be so defeated every time. Peace.